we're talking now, how many years did we get to know each other selling the Stephen Dweck brand at Bergdorf Goodman? How many years?
Started in 1992.
Holy cow, so you were 12.
Yes.
You were 12.
12.
And you were always a year or two older than me, so I was like 8. I was 8, well yeah, you're right, 10.
Back before we had phones, before we had pictures, was picking up the phone and calling people and telling them by describing it what I was showing, the new one-of-a-kinds.
And they bought from you that way?
Over the phone.
And they trusted you?
Totally. My favorite one is Patricia, the patio pin.
Oh yes.
She still has this
You have
pen.
to tell that.
I called up my favorite customer down in Virginia. I would be careful about how often I would call her so that I wasn't overdoing it. And I would describe to her my new pieces. And I told her about a pin, and she was all ready to buy it, to have her patio redone. But instead, she bought this pin, and as I was describing it to her, she said to me at the end, "I want it," without even seeing
Sight
it.
unseen.
And from then on, for the last 20 years, she's been wearing that pin, and she calls it her patio pin.
She still
Because
walks out onto the
She never
mud.
got the pin.
She still walks out on the mud.
She
in the
never
back
got
of our
the
house.
patio, but she loves that pin.
But once I was giving a breakfast something to a huge room of ladies at the Neiman Marcus in San Francisco. And I show a picture of you at the showcase at Bergdorf Goodman. And there must have been 30 ladies in the room that day in the Rotunda restaurant in the top of the store in San Francisco. And 29 of them yelled out your name. I didn't say, "Now look at Rhonda at the counter at Bergdorf." They yelled out, "Rhonda!" So then the other day I was talking.
You said I was more famous than you. You called me and told me that.
Well, look at what happened. So like, how do you not understand that there's a chemistry that goes on between Rhonda and I? And you know what? We're fearless together. We're fearless alone. We're dangerous together. One thing I just want to see what Rhonda thinks of this statement. But Rhonda, do I romance stones like nobody else?
Yes, you were.
Okay.
The
Well,
romance.
it was a pleasure visiting with you, and I love your passion in what you feel about my jewelry, and I love the way you artistically admire and wear you rock the jewelry. This is the lady that helps me rock the rocks.
Rock